To me, particularly, is Imam Zain al-Abidin, because he lived through Karbala. He lived in the good times too, when things were good, and then he went to Karbala and Ashura, and he saw what happened to his whole family, all his friends, his brothers, his uncle, his father, everybody got slaughtered. He witnessed all this. He wanted to fight, but he couldn't because he was sick. He tried, and he had the spirit, but he just he couldn't fight, because if he died, the imamate would have been ceased at that point. But he was able to live through that, and he witnessed all the tragedies of Karbala and all these things. And he even had to march through the desert with chains on him and getting beat, and still he remained strong. You know, they beat him like physically, but spiritually and mentally he was really strong, and he stood up and spoke. And most person who would go through something like that would be, you know, they wouldn't be able to function anymore. But he stood up in the court and thousands of people and spoke out against the leader of the time. That'd be like going out and talking against the president. And he spoke out in such an elegant way that he showed everybody and brought the whole crowd to tears. And even though he was in prison, he would still make salat and make prayer until his ankles would swell. And he was still the solid backbone for his whole family, and everybody turned to him, and he was able to provide peace for them, you know. And I just look at that as like, whatever we go through in life, it could never compare to what he went through. And he remained firm and strong and went through the trials and tribulations. That shows me that whatever I go through, it's nothing compared to that. So I should be able to remain strong too. So I gained strength from the sufferings and the things that I think the path of Ahlul Bayt in particular has the answers for most of all our problems. Everything you should be able to find if you study the history and the life of Rasulullah and then Fatima and then all the Imams. You should be able to find a solution for everything. And in the Quran, you have a solution for everything. It's all there. You just have to find it. You just have to go search and research and study, and then you'll find a solution for all of our problems. My suggestions for AHTV would be to make more documentaries about the lives of each individual imam, about what they went through and what their struggle was and what their purpose and all the things they fulfilled during their lifetime, and to make it in English so that the Americans can understand and propagate that message here. That way we have more converts and we have more knowledgeable people, because we just don't need numbers. We need people who actually know what they're believing and know what they're practicing and able to teach it to somebody else. Because it's better to have